We are live. We're not live, but we record. All right. So how everybody doing today? That's good. That's good. All right. So like I say, trainings with me, 30 minutes to an hour. In and out, right? I'm straight to the point. No chasing, right? Yeah. Because I understand people got lives, people tired, they've been at work all day. So I totally get it. All right. So the training that we're doing today kind of stemmed from when we went to Detroit. There was quite a few things that stood out to me or whatever at the training, and I'm pretty sure for a lot of us. So some of the things that you might hear me say if you went to Detroit, oh yeah, I remember them saying that. And then some things you might be like, well, how she got that out of that? Right? But it is what it is. All right. So with that being said, when we were there, I remember the gentleman asking us this question, right? Um, if you can close, well, I'm gonna use this number. If you can close 12 deals this year, how different would your life look financially? Say that again. So you know you no, because you're it's real, and that's why I say so. It only really take one deal, honestly. Once you close that, you'll take off because you'll start seeing the additional money plus what you work. And you like, man, that's it. And so, as Will mentions, the amount that we get paid, and when you calculate you made that in 30 days, requires some patience. Require some negotiation, some knowledge or whatnot. So with that being said, um, when you think about those 12 deals, and we saying that our life could look a lot different, right, over just having 12 deals, what are we doing daily? And it's something to think about. What are we doing daily to try to get to them 12 deals, or even try to get to that one deal? What are we doing daily to produce that one deal or 12 deals? No, that's a question. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right. Now, what I was gonna is similar to what you just said. I guess, do we understand why she's limited only wanting that one side of town.
That's the only side of town that she's been on. She's an older lady,
Mm-hmm.
and she just wants that side of town because that's the side of town she knows.
Is that because of safety reasons or
Just
church?
sound like familiarity.
Just being familiar with that side of town, and that's just, and she don't want to go no further than that, and yeah.
Gotcha. Do she go to church? Oh, we don't know yet.
I don't think so.
So for me, and I kind of dealt with a situation like that where I had a client who was strongly on, I want to move to Georgia. I want to move to Georgia. And the prices in Georgia, they couldn't afford. Right. But then they wanted to move all the way out to Green Cove Spring. And then they didn't want to move that. Now, mind you, the place that they purchased was on the side of town that I had already said, and they said no to it in the beginning. And so I was like, but you can afford over there, right? And found out that's what we closed at, on the side of town that they said no to in the beginning. And what I come to learn is I ask questions. I try to understand what's driving them to that side of town. So from listening to you, it does sound like more of a safety issue, but then also it prompts questions such as, what's where's your church located? It doesn't sound like she's working. So okay, so then it's what side of town do you work on? Where do you go to church? you know and then of course, like you said, that's something I would have thought about as well. What is transportation looking like for her? And if it sounds like a potential commute issue, then I would say, well, from this side of town to this, based off where you stay, it's roughly, or even work, it's roughly this amount in minutes, you know from your job, from your church. And so now I got points to pinpoint to help you understand visually, hey, I know you like this side of town, but in essence, you can also go over here, and it's only like maybe 10 minutes up the road from your church. That's how. I'm pretty sure you probably already done been there. And then you also want to be transparent, and just let them know, about the inventory. The inventory, as you mentioned, I'm sure you already got there. And then, like you mentioned, hey, every time she purchased or look into purchasing or like in this home, it's under contract. But again, stay focused.
And just let them know that, because that's not really something that would probably be considered, your fault necessarily.
Right.
Because if something going under contract in 2 hours, 3 hours, it's probably a heck of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
If it went that fast, or it probably was already somebody that probably already had deals on it, and
Right.
they just put it out there to meet, to satisfy whatever they need to do for us listing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because some deals they be gone when they get listed.
Right.
I've seen that happen many times. I'm like, man, they just put it, like, they just got listed. It's already pending, but they have to, because they already basically got somebody, but they have to follow the rules and list it.
Right.
So some stuff already be gone, so it ain't be anything to do with you, being slow or anything like that. It's just, it might have was already gone before it got on there.
Right.
I think that's what it was. As much as I check all the time, and I had just checked it, and a couple hours later, it was under contract.
And it happens. It definitely happened. I mean, honestly, as I tell people, you couldn't be a good agent if you didn't go through something, right? You got to go through something, because it's gonna be a story to tell, right? You got to have you have to be tested to have a testimony, right? So you got to be tested.
You got to think 2 hours, 3 hours by the time you put it in, met them, got over there,
right?
Yeah,
it happens.
I just think about, I just say, we wasn't meant.
Right.
Yeah, when it's something like that, it ain't meant. If it was yours, if it was meant to be that.
Right. 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 So going back, so when we're talking about again, based off the things that we learned in Detroit. So the thing is, if someone followed you around for a week, would they believe you're a full-time real estate professional? That's honest. Yeah, that's honest. I like it. And that's good. So it's like, that's a moment to kind of say, okay, you know, would they see you prospecting? Would they see you following up, like blocking off time to follow up? Would they see you actually out there studying these contracts? You know, would they see you out there networking, building relationships? So that's the thing. So if you ain't doing what you say you supposed to do to say I'm a real estate agent, not you, I'm just saying in general, then are we really looking to get that one deal where it's roughly looking at about a good 6 stacks or more? Because see, I can throw some numbers at you, baby. Them checks be looking cute. So if I so basically how you get there, you have to prospect. You have to prospect, you have to follow up. We, you know, recently when we was in here, we talk about, you know, if you will ask us to open up our cell phones and you look at how many contacts you had, and he had us to read the number out loud. How many of them people that we actually touching bases with, you know what I'm saying, just constantly just having a regular conversation. And then what I used to do with my family and friends, literally, I call them and I don't immediately talk about real estate, but I wait for them to ask the question. So how's it going? I be waiting on it. I be so excited. I'm like, boom. I be like, boom, gotcha. I was like, man, I be like, everything good, man. Just out here, you know, looking to help these people get this house and da 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 da. They be like, that's good, you know. So it's me refreshing them. Hey, I'm a real estate agent. Before we get off that call, though, I promise you, if you know anybody that's looking to purchase, who's looking to sell a house, I don't even care if it's rent. Do you mind sending them my way? Oh yeah, I got you, cuz I got you. I tell that to everybody. And so I tell people I eat, breathe, sleep real estate and credit. Everything else fall behind. For real. So that's what I'm saying. So when somebody follow you, you want to see that they want to see that you're prospecting. And if you ain't doing it, then you may want to start doing it to get the minimum 6 stacks. All right. No. I ain't tagging you. Okay. I was like, nah, I ain't tagging nobody. Because trust me, I done been there when I, you know, even when I first started in this journey of real estate. I can honestly tell you, my first deal, I got licensed in April. My first deal came in October. But guess what? Because the broker that I had, she said, send everybody in your phone a message and say this. And I was like, I don't even talk to these people. That's the first thing I said, right? But I did it anyways. I ain't even care. So I got a lot of, you know, feedback from families like, oh, congratulations, I'm so proud of you. One thing you know how to do is do something, baby. You know how to, you know, they were just da-da-da, right? And because I sent that message, out of all the messages that I sent to family and friends, I had one cousin who reached out to me, cuz I'm trying to be, my wife trying to buy a house. I said, okay, they didn't know they was my first deal, but they was my first deal. Yeah. Yeah, they didn't know that because I didn't act like it. I didn't talk like it, you know, but I had, at the same time, I had a team that backed me up as well. You know what I'm saying? Well, not a team, one person, you know what I'm saying, that backed me up. And, you know, so with that being said, it seemed